check. Mic check. 1, 2. Mic check. 1, 2. Mic. Once upon a time, I was at war with Satan. Satan had many sides. I don't like that at all. What the hell's going on there? That did not load correctly. Or something. Weird. So what happened? Oh, okay. If it hadn't been for Cotton Eye Bowl, bee-ball, bee-ball, bar-bar-ball. Cue the zombies. Cue the 20 frames per second. Cue the zombies. I'm in a different position, if you can tell. I'm in a more vulnerable position, and that's on purpose. A more open position, so I can catch more cretins. Catch them. Catch more flies with honey, they say. You can catch more people scheming to commit crimes. You can catch more people when they're scheming to violate the law for money. When you're in a position such as mine. Hallelujah. Yeah. Hallelujah. Homina humina. Novelty. 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 I don't know what I wanted to talk about today, so I just put a big old question mark and just put a big old question mark up there. The good Lord works in mysterious ways. Something you really, really have to understand. If you're an atheist, stop being an atheist. Stop being an atheist. Stop. Did I say stop being an atheist? Did I convey to you that there's nothing? Can I possibly convey to you there is nothing good that's going to come out of your refusal to look up? To cast an eye to heaven, to look up, away from the ground, and accept that you are a divine creature? A creature? The word creature means created. Created, creature, creature. If you do not recognize that you are created, a created creature, then you should stop using that word. Stop. Don't just take that out of your English lexicon. Stop using English, in fact, because who's more capable of giving updates? There was a headline freak out about 3i Atlas, but I don't know if it's just more spin and clickbait. Are you good with current events? Today there was a headline about 3i Atlas. What was it? There's a lot of headlines going on, and they're real. They're headline. New images show the comet shooting a giant jet of gas towards the sun. Is that what they said? Shooting a giant jet of gas towards the sun. Did they change it? That the interstellar comet. This is normal. Okay, so the original headline was that its tail switched positions as though it was like somehow its tail somehow switched positions. Switched. Oopa, oopa, oompa, oopa, oompa. Oompa, loompa, doobity-doo. I'm losing internet. How about you? Why, oh, why are there so many things out in the world that are fucking with me? Bum, 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 bum. Gay. Dun, 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 all day. There were a lot of so okay, let's just ignore that one. The bigger headline for me was, it's this webpage. Kill it. Kill the webpage. Kill it. New chat. This one, which I doubt they would. The truth is that if anybody goes without food stamps, if there's anybody who goes without food stamps in November, it is because of not Republicans or Democrats. It's because of the ruling class choosing to force you to starve. This is absolutely true. The top 1%. The tippity-tip top 1% who precipitated all this, which I mean, it's a transitory process. I'm all for decreasing the size of the federal government, and if this is how you have to do it, then so be it. But something tells me, and it may just be, I don't know. I don't think they have the balls. Unless they know something that we don't. Maybe it's something about 3i Atlas. Like, who the fuck knows, mate? Their underground bunkers, their underground cities, their underground tunnels. That is something that never gets discussed. What has the Boring Company done lately? What has the Boring Company done for you lately? For the past year or so, there's a loop in Las Vegas. Interesting. What the fuck? There's a fucking something in Austin? A small pedestrian tunnels and trail connections. See, that's not. You only, what you do is you find, would it be a conspiracy theorist? A conspiracy theory? Let's look up. I mean, conspiracy theory or not, it is a fact. It is a fact. An undeniable fact that there was an underground construction project in Lawrence, Kansas for several years right beside the downtown fire department house, the firehouse. That's just a fact. There's nothing You do not have to. You don't have to invite anything into the conversation other than to live in the town of Lawrence, Kansas, to have driven by that construction site at the firehouse and looked down into this tunnel that was clearly a fucking tunnel. It went down off of 8th Street, or 8th or 9th, whichever street it was on, into a fucking... It was a ramp that went down. And it was a construction site. And it was there for years. For at least 2 or 3 years. And it was just part of the fucking... It was just part of the downtown area. Just nobody... Yeah. Nobody ever said, well, construction, blah, 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 this and that. I'm sure there were stories about the renovations to the firehouse, because the firehouse was renovated. But, does it take several years to renovate a firehouse? Well, I don't know. But there's these other places, like the Dulce, New Mexico. Conspiracy theory. Come on. Alleged. The Dulce, New Mexico base is the subject of a conspiracy theory claiming that a jointly operated human and alien underground facility exists under Arculeta Mesa, near the town of Dulce, New Mexico. Claims of alien activity there first arose from Albuquerque businessman Paul Benowitz. He was an American businessman and UFO investigator. Yeah. Starting in 1979. Among Us, yes. Among Us. Indeed, Among Us. They are among us, indeed. Indeed. Who are the chosen people? This is the question. This is the question. Whom are the chosen people? Who are the chosen people? If you had to guess, would it be the percentage of the population? What percentage of the first world? What percentage of the first world is confirmed to have taken the COVID vaccine? So sorry, children. I'm so sorry, children. I would have protected you. Do you mean the first world as a high... Yeah, the first world, oh my god. As opposed to the second and third world, yes. Are you asking the share of people who have received at least one? Yes. Yes. At least one dose or completed primary series. One dose, and your assumptions are correct. Sorry, I was a little short. It's good to clarify. It is good to clarify. Don't get mad at the robot for wanting to be specific. Using our world and data. The World Health Organization country data for developed countries. About 80 to 90% of people in those countries have received at least one COVID-19 vaccine. Roughly 85% let's just say 85%. Does this stat follow the Matthew principle? I'm just spitballing here. Principle? I'm just having a good old fuck Satan. Pick a side, man. Pick a side. Short answer, yes. The vaccination pattern shows a Matthew effect. The rich and better resourced countries and groups got vaccinated earlier and at higher rates. That's not what I meant, but that's interesting that you interpreted it that way. Brief explanation. Early supply, procurement power, infrastructure, and vaccine hesitancy differences meant high-income countries, blah, blah, blah. No. What do I want to say? Chosen people. If you wanted, okay, so there's two ways about it. And what if you were, let's just hypothesize for a second here. Let's say there's multiple alien species in the entire human world population are goyim, cattle. What does goyim means? What does goyim means? Goyim in Hebrew is plural of goy, duh. Which literally means nation of people, or people. In Jewish contexts, it commonly refers to non-Jewish people or nations. What's it got to do with cows? What's it got to do with... Is that a conspiracy theory? With cows? I thought it had something to do with cows. Nothing. The word has no connection to cows. It comes from Hebrew, meaning nation or people. The word for cow is para. Any similarity in sound is coincidental. Is it possible to find any relationship between the term goy and cattle in any reference whatsoever? I am not saying linguistic. I mean any context. Interesting. That is fascinating. Goy is a word meaning non-Jew. speak the same. So the Goyim are non-Jews. The word Goy is sometimes used by white supremacists to refer to themselves when signaling a belief in conspiracy theories about Jews. No, white supremacists. Only white supremacists. Only white supremacists. What do you do? Very serious question. What do you do with the Jews, people of Jewish descent, who espouse white supremacist conspiracy theories? What are they called? That's a very sincere question. What do you call the Jewish kid who made the 1992 documentary film about Auschwitz, the extermination camp? He went there, went on the tour, asked all the questions, spoke with the director of the camp, asked a lot of questions, and the guy lied to his face, and he did this whole David is his name. His name's David. He's a Jewish college kid, and he went to figure out a bunch of shit about Auschwitz. He's like, well, why is there a swimming pool? Why is this chimney not connected to anything? What is it? Everything's remodeled, blah, 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 blah. Jewish kid. Just wanting to know the truth. Is he a conspiracy theorist? Is he a white supremacist? As a Jew? What is that? You can be a Jew and an anti-Semite? Just self-hating? I guess so, man. I guess so. Okay, so the evolution of the term as a pejorative. Okay, Goy can be used in a derogatory manner. The Yiddish lexicographer Leo Rosten, in The New Joys of Yiddish, defines Goy as someone who is non-Jewish or someone who is dull, insensitive, or heartless. Goy also occurs in many pejorative Yiddish expressions, something only a Goy would do or is capable of doing. A Goy stays a Goy. Gentile head, someone who doesn't think ahead, an idiot. Goye shnoshis, pleasures or pursuits only a Gentile would enjoy. Exclamation of exasperation used when endurance is exhausted, blah, 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 blah. Goy. Goy means and why I keep using it. Interesting. Maybe I jumped timelines again. And anti-Semitism. The Goyim knows. Shut it down. Yeah, see, all this comes from 4chan. 8chan is defunct, isn't it? Infinity Chan. Yeah, whatever. Wow. I think I hopped timelines. Cows have nothing to do with it. It's interesting. That's very interesting. What you say? Won't you say? I would say my hair looks like a question mark. My hair looks like a question mark. Okay, so if there were multiple races of aliens, but only one farm, man, that shit's a fucking hole in my whole thing. Okay, let's just pretend that all humans, including Jews, are cattle. All right, we're all in this together. If you're a human or a Jew, I mean, I'm just fucking kidding. If you're a human being of any variety, purple or green, you have a strong history. You have the histories that go back to like what we collectively in world history regard as like the cave paintings. I was listening to number 11 of Secret History with Mr. Zhang, and I swear to God, man, the things he has to say and how they coincide and the coincidences between what he says and what I'm saying is so freaking bizarre. I don't get it, man. I really don't get it. I mean, I guess I kind of get it. But anyway, his whole thing on number 11 today was, or yes, or whenever it was released, is about human nature and human history and like cave paintings, like the French cave painting in the caves of France, which you learn in art history if you take it. Cave painting. Cave paint France? No. France cave. There are specific ones. I forget what the names are. Petroglyphs, Argentina. That's fucking wild, dude. The oldest ones. Indonesia. Perhaps 52,000 years old. Oh, was it Spain? And was I getting it fucked up? The Spanish? No, there's yeah. There's one in France. 32,000-year-old cave art. And he's talking about the difference between the development of spoken language and writing, and what writing did to our development as humans. But he's also like sort of confessing or lending credence to the idea that, which is I consider it the out of Africa theory of human origins. I consider it the proper, even if Blavatsky's right or whatever the fuck, and in terms of a mythology, the out of Africa claim of human origins has a greater unifying sense in terms of a global, like it's more utilitarian in terms of a mythos, which yes, science does produce mythology. You go back to fuck. I don't even. I've been over this many times in the cats groups. We used to discuss religion and whatnot. I'm like, yes, science is a story. Also, the only miracle in science is the Big Bang. All the other religions get a multiplicity of miracles. Science just requires one. the Big Bang. Like, okay, let's reduce it down. If we reduce the amount of miracles to one, then we can explain everything else. And then you still fuck it up. You still fucked it up. You can't explain the prefrontal cortex. You can't explain the Cambrian explosion. You can't explain anything. You fucking atheist fucking cunts. Sorry. What? So the out of Africa idea. There's a whole biome, the entire Earth, the cradle of civilization, the terrarium is what I consider it. Because even though the world is enormous, still it's a dangerous place. And I feel like we have a responsibility to ourselves and to the earth, like just as an egg, as a terrarium. Clean your own. It's like you don't need someone. We're not fish. I don't need somebody to come clean the bowl, the goldfish bowl, which apparently I think is what we're encroaching upon. Is a higher being saying, "Okay, you guys fucking shit up. You can't clean your own poop. I'm gonna toss this one out. We'll get our fucking act together, you talking monkeys. You fucking talking monkey motherfuckers. Stop being retarded. Retarded. Are you retarded?" By the way, that's what I've been saying the whole time. It's you're confusing the spelling of what I am uttering with something else. When I say retarded, I'm saying retarded. That's what I'm saying. In the exact same spirit as the exact same spirit as Token on South Park. Like, I don't know if you knew the whole time he was named after the author. I knew that. I knew that for a fact. Token. Why would you name your kid? Why would a black family name their own kid Token? That is insane. That is absolutely insane. Completely unbelievable for such a profound and very realistic storytelling medium as South Park has been. What the fuck? Okay, so we're all here, right? And then aliens come, right? And then multiples of them come, and perhaps they have like this higher god. They're the gods and whatnots, and they're shopping. They're shopping for like the chosen people. It's like the 15% who didn't take the vax are unique in one way, and the 85% who did take the vax are unique in a different way. And they're special for, like, if it was me, if I was the alien doing the shopping, I would say, give me 37,000 head of this breed, so because I need slaves. I need bona fide fucking retards who don't ask questions. So those ones are over there. And then okay, how many shekels or whatever? What is the galactic currency? Is it souls? What would be the galactic currency? Or the multi-galactic? How many species are there? You know what I'm saying? We gotta start thinking in these terms. We have to. Especially if you're going to look at a screen and shit your pants because some faggot be afraid. Woo! If that's your way of living, then go for it. That's you. That's you. We need like you people go that way. You're not. It's clearly not race based. Although there is an argument to be made that black people from like of my family types are, because there's specific types of black people, which is why I don't like the fucking term at all. It's too broad of a category in terms of abstractions. I might be able to find this. HTTPS. I'm doing such a great job with dispelling the idea that I might be a white supremacist and a Nazi. I'm doing such a great job with that. That I'm going to go ahead and look up Gavin McInnes. Look up Gavin McInnes. Gavin McInnes. Types of blacks. I think that's what it was. Or something like that. And he did a really, really good. No. No. SPLC's taking regulations. What a proud boys. Black ding. This is not recent. Oh God. And why Rogan's here's the thing. Here's what puts Rogan in a unique category. It's because he took the fucking contract with the devil. And part of that contract involved getting rid of Gavin McInnes and Owen Benjamin off of his show. Like just deleting the fucking episodes. And I'm sure they got paid off too. There had to be some sort of contractual fucking thing going on. But it's an open like secret. It's not even a secret. It's like, oh, what a bitch move. What a retarded move. And it is. Because it's still out there. It was on the internet. Somebody has a thumb drive of all and they were some of the best Joe Rogan experiences. The Gavin McInnes ones. The JREs with Gavin McInnes. They throw the F word, the N word around a couple times. They're being real. And then Joe at some point says I'll reach across and fucking choke you with that fucking time, blah, blah, blah. Because they get all liberal versus conservative. Yeah, there's an energy, and Joe's position's more obviously liberally kind of ish. Who the fuck knows? He's not. I mean, he's a psychedelic head. That means he's more like me. Joe Rogan's more like Ryan Swift than anybody. He takes after me. That's where he gets his nose. Look at him. You see the resemblance? This is my son. can't. I'm not gonna find it. He does it. He does this thing. Types of races. Gavin McInnes does this really good breakdown. And it's not going to show up right here, but he does. It's excellent because he does the breakdown of the types of black. First, he goes, here's the types of whites, here's the types of Jews. He's talking about like living in New York and all this stuff. Like, there's different types of whites, different types of Jews, different types of Hispanics, different types of Cubans, different types of blah blah blah, different types of blacks. And then at the very end, he said, there's one group, not all blacks, but of all the groups of all the types of black people, there's one unique in particular group, which is the group that I share, that shares my blood. The ghetto descendant, the urban poor descendants of slaves, inner city descendants of slaves, the specific Shaniqua type of person. That whatever that stereotype is, which is still too broad of a fucking category. Humans are individuals. You meet someone that you call, there goes a Shaniqua. If you do that, you're being a fucking cunt. Because I guarantee you, the girl who has that, that profile of this type of braid or that type of nails or this type of whatever, who listens to this music and eats this kind of barbecue and fucking blah blah blah, has her own unique individual story. She comes from this part of town, was exposed to this at this age, actually took this particular course in school or became affiliated with, there's, everybody has a unique individual universe unto themselves. So stereotyping of that manner is even inefficient or ineffective, except for in the use for purposes that pertain to, except for purposes that pertain to what I'm saying here, which is this broader category of people who didn't take the vaccine, who were like fuck the government is baked into their fucking, what the fuck is wrong with you? And there's even Fauci's going around to there's images of videos of Fauci walking around the hood trying to convince people to take the vaccine, and they're like, get the fuck out of here, you fucking Jew. No, I'm kidding. I don't think there's evidence of anyone saying that. There ought to have been. That would be fucking hilarious. But it's like, well, why can't we get these particular people? Because these particular people have it baked into their fucking blood. Motherfuck you. This is some bullshit. But you know what really fucks me up the most? Is how they got that group of people. That's one of the things that pissed me off. My mother's funeral was in an all-black church, a Lutheran all-black church. It's literally, love it or hate it, that specific group of people, black culture, is my culture. It's one of many, but it is my culture. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. It is who I am. I identify as that, among many other things. Like it or don't, go fuck yourself, okay? What pissed me off about the Black Lives Matter PSYOP bullshit is that they were able to take the most rugged, fucking hate the government, trust nobody, motherfucking hard-ass motherfuckers, and turn them into whiny white fucking liberals. Whiny, bitchy white liberals. That is the fucking most... I'm like, you're not taking that vaccine? No, fuck no, I'm not taking that vaccine. And then all of a sudden, it's like, but George Floyd, excuse me, Karen? Excuse me, Karen. You just said you're not taking the vaccine, but George Floyd, no. Karen, calm down. You're not taking the vaccine, right? Yeah. Okay, also, who the fuck is George Floyd? And do you know there's more to the story that you haven't seen yet? Watch the fucking film. Look at it. He didn't die from a knee on his neck. He didn't die from a knee on his neck. It was fucking obvious before. To me, it was obvious before the fucking video, the body cams came out. I was like, nah. Nope. They turned my family into whiny, bitchy white liberals. Are you coming back yet? Or are you still on that slave ship? Are you coming back yet, motherfuckers? Are you still on that fucking slave ship? George Floyd was a psyop. George Floyd was a psyop. Who gives a fuck about that motherfucker? His family got paid. I bet you wish you was George Floyd. I bet. But the only thing your fried chicken ass wants out of George Floyd is wishing you had that fucking money. Damn. I wish my son get fucking. They arrested me. Turn everybody, and that's what it is now. That's what the shit is now. Like, everybody wants to be George Floyd. Everybody wants that moment of fame, and more than anything, that golden fucking coffin or whatever. Hey, what color was George Floyd's coffin? What color was George Floyd's coffin? If I had my choice of if I could pick a woman to be my wife right now, it would be a hulked out, tatted up woman who is a police officer of Asian African, some sort of tan skin color descent. It would be like Tulsi Gabbard, someone who's kind of in the vein of Tulsi Gabbard with tats, 20, maybe 30 something. That is what I would want. A police officer. Someone who works for the police department as a police officer. Be the best. The best of the best. The cream of the crop. What colored was George Floyd's coffin? Oh, I thought it was gold. Didn't they gold plate that shit? Didn't they gold plate it? What am I thinking? Am I or is this a different timeline? I'm on a different timeline. I somehow hopped dimensions. Stewie, where's the time machine? Fucking ass. Well, okay, so the comet might just be a comet. Food stamps are going to get resolved. The shutdown's going to get resolved. They wouldn't do that. They would. That'd be a fucking ballsy move. I mean, it's exciting to think that they might, though, because they are actually in a couple of states. There have been lapses, and tomorrow's payday for a lot of federal workers. They might. It's exciting to think that this might be slowly happening. Like the Titanic is it's a fucking enormous mass, and so you have to think, like, I mean, unless it was a bomb, there's no way that. No, it was an iceberg. Wait, was it? I'm gonna ask. It wasn't. The Titanic wasn't exploded by a bomb, was it? Hey, how was the Titanic exploded? Or how did it sink? How did the Titanic sink? Roughly 20 to 30 passengers are commonly described as famous or important who are aboard the Titanic. Many first-class figures like John Jacob Astor IV, Benjamin Guggenheim, Isidore Straus, Major Archibald Gracie IV. I heard that they opposed the creation of the Federal Reserve. Is that not true? Is that not true that an unsinkable ship, assuming you meant some of the wealthy passengers, that is not correct for timing and facts. The Titanic sank in April 1912, so a year and a half later. Therefore, no one who died on the Titanic could have opposed. Some survivors and other prominent financiers had influence on banking reform debates, but direct organized opposition to the Federal Reserve came later from various makers. No, this is prior to the formation on Jekyll Island. Oh, dude. The Jekyll Island fucking monster fucking... Anyway. Pinned new. Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm not fucking retarded. I'm good. Oh, yeah. Okay, so, are they going to? Will they? They wouldn't, would they? They wouldn't let 43 million people go without food stamps. Would they? I mean, does everybody already have? I need one quick clarification. Are you asking about the specific... No. I am asking about the government shutdown. (10/23/2025). Many states have warned they may not be able to load November's SNAP benefits if the shutdown continues, putting roughly 40 to 43 million people at risk of not receiving food stamps on November 1st. Several states have already announced suspensions or possible delays. Some states are exploring emergency state funds. The federal SNAP contingency reserve exists but would cover only part of a month and has not been fully committed. If benefits are not loaded, see, and they could be ready, like chess pieces. Like right now. Like what else is there? There's always a surprise too. There's always just something that you would never imagine. It's pickpocket, fucking distraction. Like you wouldn't. So like it totally off the fucking radar. Every time they do a psyop, there's something that's like something predictable, and then the total off the radar thing. So like 2020 was. In 2020, it was COVID, clearly. Like everyone's like, oh, tunnel vision, COVID. And then the fucking weird one, out of left field, was the George Floyd shit. And whatever else. There was other shit. It was like, no fucking way. So what else? So right now we have the government shutdown and the SNAP contingency. 43 million Americans might not be able to go get their Coca-Cola and their fucking wheat bread, which is going to piss off Coca-Cola and Sarah Lee and whoever. This fucking web, they wouldn't do it. It's too much. There's too fucking much. What is the total monthly expenditure for SNAP recipient for the government payout of SNAP? Total monthly expenditure for the government payout of SNAP. 7 month? 7. 8. So roughly $8 billion a month. The federal monthly outlay, $8 billion a month nationwide. 8. SNAP spending was $100 billion. $7.8 billion per month. So imagine pulling $7.8 billion out of the economy, of the free market, the farm, the people, food company, food corporations. Can they afford it? These are serious questions. You gotta try to put the fucking pieces together. Can Coke, name the top corporations. let's say the top corporations in the top 15. Top 15 corporations in the grocer's sphere of the grocer's sphere. Let's just call it the grocer's sphere. In the U.S. The top 15 grocery retail corporations: Walmart, Kroger, Albertsons. Oh, yeah. Okay, so you would be pissing those off. Amazon, H-E-B, number 9, Aldi. Okay, so how many of that list is going to be totally cool with taking a hit, and then all of their subsidiaries, like the actual companies themselves? That's not what I meant, but that's actually a better way of framing it. Did Aldi, did Kroger, did Walmart prepare for taking divided? What's 7.8 billion? I am so tired. I gotta get the fuck out of here. Divided by 15. Let's assume 520 million. Half a billion apiece. Yeah. $500 million. I doubt it. I fucking doubt it. If you just do it like that, yeah, they're gonna resolve the snap thing. They're going to. Guarantee it. Dude, there's nothing more predictive than the market in terms of politics. So the government shutdown is going to end in the next week or so, unless the powers that be have a very, very specific plot to usher in a very serious, fucked up plan like 2020. Like, the comets, actually, the aliens are back, blah. They're gonna fake the fucking project. What's Project Bluebeam? I gotta get the fuck off of here. Project Blue Beans. Project Blue Beans. I meant Bluebeam. What Project Bluebeam claims is that governments in a Gleekbo will simulate a staged second coming or alien invasion using advanced holograms, mind control, and seismic technological events to create a new world order and a single global religion government. The second coming. I am the second coming. I am the second coming. Meaning, out of all of my siblings, all four of us, I am the second. My mother came once. My mother came and my father came. I hope. Man, I hope that's the case. I really do. I really hope that that's how it works. Because if you're not coming at the same time, how do you even make a baby? These are important philosophical questions. You have to come at the same time. That's how babies are made. If you're not making her come, you're not getting any babies. Maybe Maybe it's not your sperm count. I am the second coming. What just happened?